After this, we will resume our conversation. Can everyone please give a very warm welcome to Lance Kuoes.
I feel like everyone started to move back as more presentations come forward. I'm going to say it's because it's cold and maybe not because there's the light. So today I want to address a critical health concern affecting college campuses around the country, and that's the silent epidemic of sexually transmitted diseases. I think we all know that nobody wants an STD and that they're a serious problem, but they're more common than one might think. In fact, in 2022, the CDC reported that 1 in 5 individuals had contracted an STD at some point in their life, and a staggering half of those cases were found amongst those between the ages of 17 and 24. Now at TestU, we really wanted to do some consumer research and figure out why, and we came to the conclusion it's because simply people weren't getting tested enough. Let's take a look at some of the ways students have to get tested. So you have an on-campus clinic, which is typically free for students. But let's walk through the process. You need to hop on a phone call, take time out of your day, sit in a freezing room like this one, then have an awkward conversation, and then here's the best part. As a college student, you are hoping and praying that your guardians aren't questioning it when a bill comes in from the clinic. The second and lesser known option are these ship-in STD tests. With these, you actually take a test kit, you pee in a cup, seal it up, and then ship it off. You can take 2 to 3 days and spend upwards of $100. Now, I want to make something very clear here, is that as a college student, you're only likely to use these methods if you're experiencing symptoms. There's currently no method that's easy to use, confidential, and cheap so that students can get tested proactively rather than reactively. That's why at TestU, we want to develop an STD kit that looks like this. I'm happy to introduce to you TestU's STD Swipes. These kits offer what others don't. This offers the ease of use, the affordability, and the confidentiality using common antibody technology and a proprietary process. Here's how it works. You take a kit, you swipe your specified area, and then you wait for a color change. That's it. We're planning on developing these test swipes for 3 of the most common STDs on college campuses. So that's chlamydia, gonorrhea, and trick. But here's the best part. We want to offer multiple test swipes per kits for under $35. And you might be wondering why. And it's because sometimes it takes more time to actually reach detectable levels. And by giving students multiple test swipes, we're ensuring that they're not driven away because they got an early test. But what this also allows for is for partners to test concurrently so that we can have safer sex options and be more responsible. Now at TestU, we understand that just having the product is one thing, but really what's important is making sure that the students actually get it, which is why we're looking at new and innovative ways to get tests directly to students. I'm happy to share that we shared our concept and mission to University of Cincinnati's Interfraternity Council, and we now have over 15 fraternities interested in stocking their in-house vending machines with STD kits as early as this fall. On top of that, we've had tremendous feedback from parents and guardians who want to buy these test kits in advance for their kids when they're going off to college so that they have those tests when they need it, but they don't have to have the interaction. Now, at TestU, we've been thrilled by the actual consumer feedback we've been getting, and we're happy that our customers love our product, but we don't have these swipes yet, which is why we're partnering with PreventX. PreventX will be giving TestU STD tests, the ship-in ones that we talked about earlier, so that we can stop this problem right now and key in our marketing and distribution channels while product development goes on. Our revenue model is threefold. We want to sell directly to college students, empowering them to take control of their own health. On top of that, we also would like to sell directly to universities, allowing them to purchase kits in bulk to subsidize the cost for students and create better relationships with TestU and the campus. The third and final way is through paid placement advertisements with telehealth services. What this allows is for students who test positive to have ways to actually get treated rather than going to those clinics that we just talked about, but also it allows us to reduce costs on their end. Now, TestU has some ambitious plans for the upcoming year. We are currently planning to launch our MVP test in 3 schools in the Cincinnati area with these ship-in STD tests. This will allow us to lock in our strategies with regards to marketing and distribution while we plan to ramp up product development. That being said, after our initial launch, we are looking to fundraise, looking to raise all of our funds before Q1 2026. I'm happy to answer any question you guys might have. Thank you so much.